Don't want to be afraid, hard not to hesitate, but we can't wait to be the change. It's not too late, free from hate, think of the future that we could create, face the facts today, there's a better way. Take one step back and say there's a better way. Like a tree,
I gotta say, it's been a long, strange journey. From a virtually complete shutdown, through to a slow and cautious reopening of stores, mini golf, the World Water Park, other attractions, and now, finally, Galaxyland. It's been 6 months, and the park finally reopened its doors on October 8th, 2020. But it's not exactly like we remember. Mainly, the park is opening with a limited capacity, only 10% of its maximum, and that means you have to pay before you can get in the gates. Additionally, there's a somewhat long list of rides which are not operating, but for good reason. The park is hit with a kind of double whammy right now. Not only do they need to account for safety measures during a pandemic, but they're also in the midst of a Hasbro transformation.
It's sad to report, but all of the most intense rides in the park are currently shut for the time being. That includes the Space Shot, Havoc, Zero Gravity, and the Mine Bender.
This is because the mall has been working very closely with Alberta Health on this reopening. There's actually an AHS restriction against high-velocity rides. And at the moment, these 4 rides, along with the also out-of-service Flying Galleon, fall into that category. Attractions like Galaxy Quest, Galaxy Kids Play Park, Ropes Quest, Haunted Castle, and the Funhouse are all pretty high-touch rides. That could easily explain why these more interactive attractions are also off limits. I know many of you had asked me over the past weeks and months how the Hasbro transformation was coming along. And I know that the anticipation among many was that we would see a fully complete Hasbro-branded amusement park emerge after the shutdown. Well, that unfortunately just didn't happen. There were other projects going on during this time, and with all the uncertainty surrounding Galaxyland's reopening, it would make perfect sense to focus available resources on other projects. And to be completely honest, I'm not complaining. This would explain why the Balloon Race and Cosmic Bounce, which have been out of commission since before the shutdown, are still awaiting their own transformation. It does appear, however, that the balloons of the Balloon Race have been repainted, and I'm really digging that deep purple color. I do anticipate, however, now that the park is open, that the Hasbro transformation will continue. And I think it's warranted to suggest that any of the currently closed rides I've spoken about, well, they might not be closed for the reasons I think. Any one of them might be going through their own transformation as we speak. But we'll just have to wait and see. Having said all that, we do have a couple things to share. We already knew that Zero Gravity was becoming themed as the Pop-O-Matic board game, Trouble. Well, all of the art and retheming seems to be done, and this area looks really nice. It's a shame we can't see it in action just yet, but that time will come. I'm also happy to be able to brag a bit. Months ago, I said this.
Considering that the other two are toy and game themed, I'd wager this one will be as well. Complete shot in the dark, I'm gonna guess Operation.
Now, admittedly, I had been thinking this would remain a dart throwing game, so I have to concede I wasn't 100% right. Still, I did get the theme correct. It was a complete shot in the dark too. It makes me laugh that I got this one right on such an off-the-cuff remark. And this supersized version of the classic board game equates to supersized fun. It's really a blast to try your hand at this larger-than-life, and somehow even more nerve-wracking Operation Game Board. And you might think that the larger prongs would make it easier, though maybe I'm just bad at it. You know, after as long as it's been, it's really great to see Galaxyland open again. Sure, we still have a ways to go, but really, that applies to everything in life right now, not just amusement parks. And looking back, the entire mall sure has come a long way from 6 months ago. So, when the time comes and you're feeling up to it, why not remember what it was like to go on a ride? Take a spin on the swing of the century. Or cruise on a nostalgic train whose track has been laid in the same place for decades. Or just try your hand at the brand new games wall. And test your luck at bigger, better, but not necessarily easier versions of your favorite games. At the newly reopened Galaxyland, powered by Hasbro. What new Galaxyland edition, confirmed or not, are you looking forward to the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, give us a like and a share, and maybe even visit our Patreon page. And why not check out one of our other videos, all about the greatest indoor show on earth, West Edmonton Mall. Oh, and thanks for watching.